Right, lads, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Caldogno Calcio. Today is the start of Serie B. We are playing Ternana Calcio. First game, I'm guessing a team that I predicted to probably finish around, bottom half. So, home game, if we don't win games like this, I think we're going to be in for a long season. The board already think that we're in for a long season. But we've done some transfers. The hardest transfer window I think I've done on FM19 so far. Can't get anybody of any sort of quality to really come and improve the squad. However, we've got this guy. Now, I've changed his name. Paul Columbani has become a Patreon. Thank you very much, Paul. He's become a Trek regen. So, with part of that, he gets to be a regen in the game. He's chosen his favourite series. Caldogno is his favourite series. So, I've put him as this 15-year-old striker who is wanted by 11 club. The youth that we've got at the moment is really impressive. So, we've kind of got them middle of the road, sort of like Serie A teams. He's only 15, but strength 14, 6 foot already. We are playing two up top. He's sort of like my third, fourth choice striker. I'm going to give him as many games as I possibly can. There'll be a lot of substitute appearances. Remember when we can do 12 subs as well, which really helps. Hopefully allows me to be a little bit clever when I can give him game time. So, that's Paul Columbani. We released Correa, who's retired. He is on his way into us as a youth team coach. He's absolutely shite, but we had a space. He's a bit of a club legend, isn't he? So we're bringing him back just for now. As we develop as a club, then we'll look at once again improving the coaching setup. And then we've got players like Rosavio, Satia, didn't play much at all last year. They were signings in the summer. Frinzini was a player that we got in the first season. Only played 8 league games over them 2 seasons. Marotti was probably the biggest surprise because he was half decent left back. He's gone off to Carpi. He's had a very good season for us, look. Well, 2 seasons. But free transfers, the opportunity is there to bring someone else in. We have brought in, I think, a better left back. Marco De Arci, the goalkeeper. I could have kept him, but he wanted over £1,000 a week. Which when he was on about 300, I thought was a bit cheeky. And I thought it's pretty easy to pick up a goalkeeper of that kind of ability. And we've done that anyway. And then Salah, who I had a little bit of potential at the start. He had a decent first season, look. He hadn't played. He hasn't. He did a job for us, didn't he? He did a job for us in Serie D. But he was never going to be a Serie B class player. Right, ins and outs. We've managed to get 2 of the higher wage bill earners from last season off the bill. And Gavioli, who was a decent youngster. He had sort of like glimpses of decent and then mixed in with some absolute awful. 20 years old. I just don't think he's going to turn into anything if we're looking at Serie A. He's not going to be Serie A. I think any young players that we now get in need to be pretty much of Serie A quality, I think. Because that's the long-term plan. On the ins, Crociccini, we got in. He was on loan at us last year. Pretty solid centre-half. Lamas, some of you may... I've had him before. I can't think where I've had him. Maybe FM17, I think I had him somewhere. Very decent. He's obviously a step up on Marotti as well. We really struggled. A lot of the signings were kind of done quite early, but I'm still probably 2 or 3 short than what I really wanted. But we're just gonna have to deal with it. We'll see how we get on. So that was Lamas. Branescu is a new goalkeeper from Juve. He's been absolutely all over the place. Look, but once again, a slight upgrade. He's on 3,300 a week. When I released De Arci and I couldn't get any other players in, I thought, shit, I am actually going to have to start paying some wages. But we've got him in. He's on a 3-year deal. It can be, if he turns out not to be not that great, he can be backup goalkeeper, no problem. Djukic, do you all remember Djukic? He was with us in the first season. Awesome season. Then he went on loan. He decided to go to Regina. We've now got him back on loan because we didn't get Novella. Novella, who was at Torino last year. Where is he? Novella. This guy, he's gone to Cosenza. He chose them instead of us to go on loan. He'd had a decent season. But we were very happy with Djukic the first season. ideally want to keep him last year, but he chose to go there. We've also got Taïd Kaleba back. Remember him, Serie D, once again. Awesome season. French, he's under 21. Yeah, 3 caps on the under 21s. Very good. He's by far our best defender. Absolutely buzzing to get him back. This is probably the best one that we've got in. David Marola on loan from Inter. He's valued at 2.1 million. Advanced forward, I'm hoping he's going to be the man. He's only 5'9". Only 5'9", but he's pretty good across the road. His pace, physicals aren't too bad. Technicals pretty good. Mentals pretty good. Not an absolute world beater, but look, compared to everyone else, he's absolutely a million miles ahead. This guy's done well for us so far. In pre-season he did well. Bezzotti, right winger, just to have a little bit of competition depth. We've got Salvemini still in there as well, but he has done well in pre-season. Where did he come from? Obviously another free transfer. There was no value in the transfer market. There was absolutely nothing, unless we wanted to start paying £1 million for players. But the majority, we were still hitting low-end Serie B, sort of like Serie C players anyway. So we were never going to be able to spend the transfer budget that we had. He's in from Verona. And then we've managed to get back Engisera on loan for a season. We've made Fabro's deal permanent. I did reject it at first, and it came to it there was no one else. So we've got him in. I think he deserves his chance in Serie B. 24 goals. He'll probably be backup striker. I would have thought we're going to start with Engisera and Marola, and then Fabro off the bench with the youngster Columbani. Traiani, we've managed to get him in as well. He was on loan at us last year, did pretty well. He can play both sides, which is good. This guy, what is that? What is that? Someone in the comments want to spell that out for me. That would be great, because I have absolutely no clue. But name rings a bell. We've absolutely raided Chievo, to be fair. Again, our panny, they did release him, but for what we needed, he's up there, look, with the better 2-week Degridi and Maggiore, our new player. And then Maggiore, we got him in just as a loan. He is 6'4". He was pretty good across the board. He is rated as probably our best centre midfielder. Got him on loan from Rome, and we've had to pay 180 grand for him. Absolute desperate times. Transfer window deadline. We had to get someone over the line just to give us a little bit more depth in there, and we brought him in. So the squad is looking alright-ish. I don't think we've improved it. Well, no, to tell you that, we've got a better goalkeeper, better centre-halves, better full-backs. Degridi is obviously improving as the season goes on. He's had bids from absolutely all over the place this summer. Reject. I've put his asking price up to 30 mil, just try and scare a few people off. Columbani's obviously wanted. We've still got Cilia. We are playing 2 up top. I'll show you the tactic. We're still going with the 2 up top. Pressing forward and advance forward. We're on cautious, just trying to be a little bit less gung-ho. It is going to be a difficult season. We are predicted to finish bottom, I think. Oh no, we were 1,000 to 1 before we'd made our transfers, so that's helped us out a little bit. We are obviously predicted to go down. Meet out the border saying basically fight as hard as you can. But we will see. Pre-season has been a mixture really. We started with a 1-0 win over Chievo, who are in our division. And I would have thought are pretty much joint favourites. They're just short of Verona there, look. We had a really good performance against them. We then lost in the cup. Probably my mistake, because we were going cautious there in Serie C. We went cautious and we were playing at home. We should have just gone on attacking and absolutely battered them. To be fair, we did dominate. 9 on target. Couldn't score. And they scored in extra time. I think even with a penalty. Yeah, 113th minute penalty. And then we've responded quite well. Over Serie C teams, albeit. But Piacenza we beat 3-1. And Albino Leffe 3-0. So today is Ternana. Let's see how we get on. We are going to go. I think everyone's fit. There's only Gokon Nori, who isn't probably going to feature much anyway. Debating whether to put our Loney in. No, we'll stick with Degridi. I think. Our squad is a little bit short. Normally in the past we've had players to not even in the sort of 23-man squad. We've only got 23. this season. We may call up some youngsters as well. We have got a fair few decent youngsters in the squad, in the under-19s. So like rated 5-star. We've turned down a lot of bids for players. Anyone we recognise? No. Captain. He's no better than Anguissa, is he? So anyway, let's see how we get on. We may change it. We may actually go. We might even go attacking. If we're starting to dominate and not being able to break teams down, especially at home, we may just ramp it up to attacking. But we'll just start cautious. It's what we played against Chievo because we were a little bit light and we played really well. It didn't really affect us how much time we had on the ball, chances. It wasn't a part of the bus, put it that way. You go first highlight, 25 minutes in. Berazzotti, Hetemaj, Kolikeba, get in. Kebakoli. Kebakoli, I mean. We did get him back, we did get him back on loan as well. That was kind of done last season at the end. I don't know if we picked it up in the last episode. We managed to do a deal for him early as well. And he's done well. Nice little pass in. Collie Keba. Keba Collie. 1-0. Have I been calling him Collie Keba the whole time? Right. Highlight pretty much straight after our goal. A little bit of a worry. Bit of patient build-up. Got a nice line. Oh, we do. Come on. A straight. Luckily, it's offside. But what is that? It was a decent pick out. Have to be a little bit tighter than that. We got a little bit lucky there. He was offside, but we didn't track his run very well. Hetemaj, Deguidi. Hetemaj. He is the captain as well. Djukic. Good crossing. That's a dangerous ball in. Guidi, Kebakoli again. He's done it again. Second goal of the season, obviously. He's dangerous down this right-hand side. He's going to be class for us, I think, this year. And Kebakoli has fired us into a 2-0 lead. Let's praise it. Let me know in the comments, how often do you click praise? Now, I try and do this as realistically as I possibly can of what I would do in real life. Now, people say, don't press praise because it sort of like tells the game to sort of like the players to relax. I think if you were 2-0 up and not expected to win games, you want to be praising your players, don't you? So I do praise whenever I think it's necessary. And they've scored straight away, so sounds about right. But yeah, let me know in the comments, do you ever press that praise button? I think the keeper should have done better here, shouldn't he? He thumped it, yeah. Awful. Djukic. Ah! 20-yard screamer. Get in. 3-1. And 2-goal cushion is restored. I haven't seen much of the two strikers as yet. What I do love doing me 2 subs. I do love bringing on 2 strikers, sort of like what Fergie used to do. Bring on Sheringham and Solskjaer for York and Cole. We've got that. We've actually got 5 strikers, haven't we? Because we've still got Cilia, Fabro, Columbani, the 15-year-old wonder kid. Marola, oh, that was a sniff. Hetemaj, oh, Marola. Should have scored. I don't know if, was he anywhere last year, Marola? I can't remember if he was anywhere. He was at Bologna last year. 5 goals in only 13 games. He didn't play much. 5 goals in 7 starts as well. So he did pretty well. They won the league to Bologna. They won Serie A and gone back up. Just demand a little bit more. Here we go. We don't want to give him a sniff. Djukic. Deguidi. Lovely pick out to Kolikeba. Lovely pass. What a ball. Marola. Chance. Goal. Game, set and match. Surely we can't have a promotion push this year. Surely. Playoffs? I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look at after the game's finished. We're going to have a little look because it'll tell us what the budgets, what the other teams sort of like wage spend and stuff is stuff that I always like to look at. I think it does give you a balance to see where your squad is. Where your squad is at. Right. Let's do some changes. Let's get Deguidi off because he's still not the fittest. And I tell you what, we're going to go with 2 strikers, aren't we? We've got to start giving him. Columbani's had his head turned a little bit. Doesn't necessarily want to sign a new deal. We have got him as a youth contract for the next 4, so he isn't going to be necessarily going anywhere. We've managed to reject all bids. Hopefully over the next 2 or 3 years, will be in a position where he wants to stay. I think giving him more game time hopefully will help. Here we go, Fabio. I'm hoping he can be a little bit of a super sub for us this year, Fabio. Djukic. Hetemaj. Fabio. Good if we can get the youngster. What an outside of the foot pass to Collie Kebba. Get a delivery. Delivery. No. Don't know where that highlight was going. What an outside of the foot pass that was by Hetemaj. Come on. Don't want a 4-2. We don't want a 4-2s. They do not deserve a 4-2. Bollocks. They got a 4-2. A little bit worrying that we've completely dominated the game. Their 11 shots, I think, haven't been much, but we've still managed to concede 2 goals. Oh, Collie Kebba. He's going to get on the end of it. Columbani. Done well. Got us a corner, and that will be game, set, and match. There we go. Good start. Good win. Shows that we can mix it with the better boys. Where did they finish last year? Ternana. Bang! Middle of the road. Right, everyone's played apart from Cremonese. So, let's get this right. There's 19 teams in the league. So we've got Benevento. I think Lecce are actually in Serie A next season. I think in real life. Stats. Team detailed. Salary. Chievo is miles above everyone else. Yay, there we are. Well at the bottom. Get in. That's what I like. That's what I like. Right, playoffs. Let's just get a little bit excited. I know they still have some kind of weird playoff system, I'm sure. Top 2 teams win promotion if... Oh my god. Right, okay. Top 2 teams finish... Top 2 teams win promotion to Serie A if... Ah, right, okay. So, depending on the gap between 3rd place and 4th place, if there is more than 14 points, the 3rd place will go up. To be fair, that's an absolute massive gap. You would think that there would be some kind of playoff involved. Teams placed 3rd to 8th playoff for the last place. Did they have that last season? Let's have a little look. Yep, because 4th place that ended up getting promoted. So let's have a look, see how that worked. Getting up, my old favourite, Wikipedia. Because there's some kind of playoff and there's only obviously 6 teams in it, so we'll see what it says. Here we go. Right, okay, in real life, it's any team between 2 and 6 teams, so from 3rd to 8th, can be in the playoffs if they're within the 14 points between 3rd and between 3rd and 8th. In FM, I don't think that's the case. I think in FM they've maybe too much for the computer to work out. So yeah, they're just basing it on 3rd and 4th. So I think it'll be sort of like a staggered playoff. If we jump back into the game, yeah. So them 4 have played off first. So 8th, Pescara, Chievo played Crotone and Lecce. So then that gave us 2 teams to then play them 2 teams, which I imagine Verona and I think really in real life they're supposed to have the home draws, but they haven't. Oh, look, 2 leggers. 2 leggers by the looks of it. One is higher seed as well. Shit, right, okay. Stuff to look at. So it looks like 1-legged playoff to start with, if you can get into the top 8 for teams 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. The winners of that then go into a semi-final, 2-legged semi-final. And then the winners of that have another 2-legger by the looks of it. I knew there was 2 legs. Top 2 go up automatically. 3rd place will go off if there's more than 14 points between 3rd and 4th. If not, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th and 8th will play. First round is 5th and 6th at home against 7th and 8th. 1 game. Then semi-finals, 3rd and 4th will then play the winners of them. 2 legs. The winners of them, final 2 legs. Gotcha. We may need to concentrate more on the bottom one, to be fair, which I'm pretty sure. Teams placed in 15th and 16th. So 3 go down automatically. Because remember, there's 3 leagues, 3 champions, and then there was that crazy playoffs in Serie C. So they will go down. 16th will go down if there's more than, what did it say, 5 points or something? 5 points. If not, they do a playoff, two-legged playoff. But hopefully, I think we'll be all right. So, guys, that's it. We've done the rules. We've done the crazy Italian rules, so we know where we're at. I always like to know where I am at the start of the season. Hate going into something not knowing how it's going to pan out in terms of playoffs and stuff. So there we go. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like in there. Let me know what you think to the praise. Do you click that praise button? Let me know in the comments. And we will see you next week. Cheers, guys. See you later.